Today, my friend who's in a global studies class invited me to go to an assembly during second period with a special guest speaker and journalist named Jimmy Briggs. I didn't really feel like going because I thought it was going to be a random, boring assembly that would hardly be worth missing second period, but she convinced me to go. I walked in the room to find a slideshow playing with pictures of African children with guns and pictures of civil wars going on in different countries. I was shocked at the kind of violence and mutilation going on in these countries and why I, or anybody else there, had never heard of this. Jimmy Briggs is an American journalist who for the past 10 years has worked for People magazine, The Washington Post, and Time magazine. Throughout his career, Briggs has traveled to war-ridden countries such as Afghanistan, Colombia, Sri Lanka, Rwanda, and Uganda. He has documented the abuse of children in civil wars and has devoted his career to raising awareness about the lives of these children and the inhumanity going on in these countries. He spoke to us about his experience in Rwanda and Uganda, where children from as young as 7 years old are being used as child soldiers or even sex slaves for their commanders. The commanders of the militias in these countries know that children have little inhibition and can easily be brainwashed to do whatever their commander tells them, including killing another human being. In order to take further control of the children, they are forced to smoke drugs such as cocaine and marijuana. Commanders slip gunpowder into the drugs, convincing the children that by doing so, bullets will bounce off of them. Once they are hooked on the drugs, the children have no choice but to continue fighting in the militias and killing in order to receive their ration of the drug to feed their addiction. Briggs was able to connect what's going on in these nations to problems that we are exposed to regularly, such as violence. He stated that by witnessing these actions and not doing anything about it, we ourselves are accepting those actions. It amazed me how I never hear about what's going on in these countries, and I thought to myself, if I would not have come here today, I would have remained ignorant on how these people are being treated and how no one seems to be helping them. Another thing that shocked me was the fact that the AK-47s, M16s, grenade launchers, and mortars these children are using to fight in these civil wars are being supplied to them by the largest weapons manufacturer in the world, the United States of America. The most shocking part to me out of the whole presentation was how people are able to make so many contributions and bring so much attention to countries like Haiti and Darfur, who indeed are in need of help, but countries like Rwanda and Uganda, who are also in crisis, get little or no attention. People seem to only want to talk about the big issues and try to avoid the smaller, yet just as critical issues that are going on in other countries simply because it doesn't really affect them. For Youth Radio, I'm Henry Quintana. To hear this commentary and more, please visit www.youthradio.org.